Alana Curry.
Yay.
I'm on. Hi, it's me.
How are you doing today?
Were you napping? You were probably napping.
Sorry, I was pacing out. I was enjoying the conversation. You guys are great.
Thank you.
Your little banter going on.
She was zoning out.
Alana, we got to start right away. What was the first age where you were like, I'm not the one in Thompson Twins? Like, when did that start?
Actually, it was probably only about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When I moved to L.A., and people started saying, there's another Alana who's in the industry, and that's how I found out. So.
Do you feel like you vanquished her? Like now you rule supreme as Alana Curry?
I don't know. You can, I guess the only way to find out is you just go to Google, type in Alana,
and
see
what's
what's up.
up, baby? Hey, guys, we got a call, so I'm going to take this call real quick. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's quick.
Hey there, you are on HOTTIE Help. Hello.
Hello there. I'm calling for a question for Candace.
A question for Candace?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I'm Eric Johnson, and I was at the Bikini Model Expo a few weeks ago, and I met an inspiring model. And she asked me whether it would be a good idea to either use a real name or a stage name, and I was telling her the stage name, but I wanted to know what Candace's opinion was that.
That's very good. Thank you. Hold on a second.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Candace, what do you think? Should you use a stage name or a real name?
Well, having been in this business for over a decade and also having made mistakes, I always tell people learn from my mistakes. I probably would use a stage name.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because you don't want to give people too much personal information, such as your birth date, which I have done, and
Plus,
once again, regret to do that.
And then Candace's real name is Candace Miklos Mako Bandingabors, and
Right,
it's not as good.
Yeah, it's hard to spell out, when
It's
you're
too long
signing
on
an
a
autograph.
resume.
Yeah, so definitely. Yeah, I would say use another alias if you can, and that's a really good question. Thank you so much for asking that today.
Yeah.
But I would also add to, spend some time on choosing that, because some people choose a name and then they change midway.
Yeah.
And then they're like, now I'm going to change this name and I'm going to be a new stage
Thank you.
name.
Like Puff Daddy.
Or
I can't keep, I can't keep up with Puff Daddy. He starts out Puff Daddy.
P. Diddy.
Then he goes, we're not at P. Diddy anymore. Did you know P. Diddy's over?
Yeah.
It's Diddy now.
No.
Slow down, dude.
P is
Slow
too
down.
much.
And
yeah,
what about
P is,
Prince?
it's heavy. That P's heavy to carry around.
Prince is just an insignia that you can't even spell or say.
Right.
So.
I think somebody's just going to at some point have a hand gesture. Like they're not going to even have a name. They're just going to. This is radio, so you have no idea.
You're like, I don't know what you
He
just
just
did.
did a very
I just did an amazing
elaborate.
hand.
It looks like he's on Broadway right now.
Hey, speaking of elaborate hand gestures and dancing, I was looking at your background, Alana, and that's really cool that you were both ballet, and it says you were the lead in the Nutcracker?
Let's thank the guest, too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guest. Okay,
Thank
now
you,
can we
sir.
talk about Alana again?
I'm sorry.
Back to me.
Candace has such good manners.
She's so proper. I love that about her. I do have a dance background. I grew up in Hawaii, and I started doing ballet there. I did lots of different productions, including the Nutcracker. I worked my way up from the small parts to I actually was like the main lead.
Can you do a plie?
Young part. Yes, I think I learned that when I was 3.
Actually, on my first date with my wife, when we first met, not even a date, for some reason the conversation got to pliés, and we were joking about pliés. And I had the sheet of paper that I wrote down from that night, like the word plié, and I kept it. Mm-hmm. And that was our first meeting. So ballet and pliés.
She must be very flexible.
Are special to. Oh, that's
Anyway.
enough. That's enough. That's enough. She listens to this show. I'll be in a lot of trouble.
But I want to ask about Terminator 3 because I know Roland Kickinger, who is the new Terminator coming up for. Is it Terminator 4?
What's his name? Roland Kickinger?
Mm-hmm. He was on Son of the Beach with me, and he's actually playing the new
Oh.
Terminator. He's awesome. So I'm very happy for him. But
That
you
sounds
did,
like a made-up name, Kickinger.
No, he's from he's Austrian.
So they had to get another Austrian. They couldn't pull from here.
I don't know.
Once an Austrian, always an Austrian.
He played Arnold before in a story, like the made-for-TV movie.
How
so
perfect then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you were in. What was number 3 called?
Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines.
Okay.
And that was with the female Terminatrix.
Oh,
who
that's
was
right.
The evil villainess. So
Was she metal? Did she turn into that liquid metal stuff?
she turned into all kinds of things. Yeah, it was really really action packed movie.
I had a girlfriend like that once that just turned into liquid metal.
Did you?
Yeah, it'd be a little puddle on the floor when I came home.
Oh Lord.
And let's come back from the dreamland right now, the
Sorry.
dream world.
But yeah, that was a really great experience. One of my first big movies, and it was just so exciting to work with Arnold. And
let's talk about one other of your credits that I'm very excited about.
What's that?
Passions.
Passions.
Oh my
Are you a
God.
soap opera fan?
I'm a Passions fan.
Okay.
Because I love. Didn't they have that little creature fellow guy? Strange.
They had a lot. It was very wacky storyline. I was on it close to maybe a couple years ago.
Did they do any magic to you? Did you transform? Or?
No, I didn't have any kooky storylines. But it was a really fun show, and
one of our friends used to work as the prop master on that, and then also greensman on Passion. So that was another reason we enjoyed
it.
it.
CBS, right here where we're at,
right across the street.
Yeah,
that's where I filmed.
But you didn't work with the little guy. Wasn't there like some strange warlock little guy on Passions?
There was
it's a small person. It was a small person, and I think he actually passed.
He did pass.
Oh, did he
passed
really?
away.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah,
you see,
he passed.
Candace knows all the correct procedure on calling these because she worked with Vern.
Well, I worked with Vern, and Vern said he didn't care. But I asked him. I said,
let's let people know who Vern is. Vern Troyer.
Yeah, I worked with Vern Troyer for 2 years on a kids show.
Yeah, I just saw him yesterday at the
mansion. Because he was there at the mansion. Oh, that's right. You were at the mansion last night.
When he's at the mansion, does he have like a big goblet that he drinks out of?
I just saw him walking through, and he was probably on his way to get the goblet because I didn't see him with it.
I just see like him being overwhelmed by this big goblet at the mansion.
He probably has like a really beautiful 5'10" blonde, busty woman that is carrying the goblet for him. That's probably what it is.
That's how you work it.
Because Vern's the bomb.
Yeah, and you were at the mansion last night.
Yeah, it was Hef's Halloween party, which is my favorite of all his parties. It's the most fun. They have a very cool haunted house. Yeah, Candace knows it's everyone just decks out in their best costumes, the most sexiest costumes. I was a boot camp army girl.
Yeah, I was going to say I need to know your costume.
Yes,
boot
I had
camp
like a
girl.
camouflage, like little skirt and little, kind of halter top.
Did you make anybody do calisthenics? Just start yelling at them?
No, I make peace, not war.
Nice. We have a call coming in. Let's grab this call. Hello, welcome to Hottie Help.
Hi.
Hey, do you have a question for either Candace or Alana?
I do. I am going out with some of my girlfriends on Halloween night, and I was wondering if they have any safety suggestions for me.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
That's a great question. That's what we're talking about today. Alana, do you have any? I have some off the top of my head.
Yeah. First, I would say to watch your drinks.
Absolutely.
Once you set your drinks down, and you leave them, don't drink them again.
Because you had a story about this, right?
Well, yeah, and it was actually about the mansion. Actually, one of my girlfriends, in the mansion. I want to say before I tell the story, I feel like it's a very safe place.
Right.
There's a lot of security around, and they make sure that they make everyone feel safe. It's you can't even get into the place. It's like a fort.
I've tried.
Exactly.
Trust me.
So I feel safe
tried.
there, but all it takes is for one person to think they're going to pull